Hello leaders, Patrick Jinks here, leadership and strategy coach and president of the Jinks Perspective. Are you stressed out, maybe even upset? Did something go wrong this week in your organization? Let's see if we can put it in perspective. Cue it up. I was coaching a nonprofit executive last week who was telling me about an event that occurred to the detriment of their organization's efforts that really had one of their young staff leaders riled. Riled for good reason, but riled, upset. To hear them describe it, it sounded like if it wasn't quickly managed, that indignation could be distracting at best and turn toxic at worst. So we started talking about ways to diffuse that kind of anger when it happens to us. And she mentioned that her young leader would most certainly learn from this experience, and that inspired a thought. What if, when we were in the throes of a stressful situation, we could somehow transport ourselves 5 years into the future and imagine that we're telling this story now to another young leader? We wouldn't still feel the same emotion, even though we might remember it. We would have moved well past it and gone on to accomplish amazing things. What seemed like a big deal at the time somehow doesn't have the teeth anymore. I know it's easier said than done when you're in the heat of the moment, but if we can keep that in mind a year from now, 3 years from now, 10 years from now, maybe even a week from now, it won't be the big deal it seems to be right now. We can start to bring calm into our spirits. Now, it's not likely that in the moment you can just jump straight to these calming concepts, so here's what you can do to build a bridge to the calm. Pause, breathe, and wait. There's a good reason our mentors and parents and our other leaders have told us not to make big decisions in times of high emotion. Instead, sleep on it. In fact, I remember growing up in church, one of my favorite Bible verses said, "Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning." In other words, put it in perspective. I guarantee you'll respond more productively. That's the Jinks Perspective for this week. As always, if you'd like to explore ways that we can help you or your organization achieve greater clarity, simplicity, and alignment in your mission work, I hope you'll reach out and schedule a free discovery call with me by clicking the link in the video description below. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to this channel below and click the bell icon to notify you when we drop new episodes. As always, share this with a colleague. See you here next week.